guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lacey. I'm the owner of Milky Candles and I make videos about life in my 30s. I just got some work done at Starbucks. Today felt like an I want to lay in bed all day vibe, and as much as I want to give myself that space, today's Thursday, so I want to save that for the weekend. So I decided to just get up and go to Starbucks. I had a gift card from a friend from like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, let's just use it and use their Wi-Fi. So I got pretty organized, so I have a good direction of how I want the rest of today to go. I need to organize my office, and I think I'm gonna go back to boxes. I was using the cotton bags, but they're a little bit more expensive, and quite honestly, they don't maximize the amount of shelf space that I have, so I need to be able to stack my candles, and yeah. So we're gonna box what we have. We're also gonna print some new dust covers. I wanna see what it looks like to add a little bit of, like, it's not technically texture, but it looks like texture. I added like a little background on it. So I wanna see what that looks like printed. If that looks good, I wanna print my labels like that as well. Sometimes working from home means getting out of your house. I forgot I have to get gas. I just came here and did a lot of like administrative work. So for example, I need to go and clear all of my cement vessels from a store in Mesa, Local Gather, and I need to put in all my ceramic stuff. So I had to like do some emailing and fill out the inventory stuff online, and then take notes of like what I need to do, like what are the steps I need to do that. So we're gonna do some of that today as well. Let's go get gas and then let's go home. Okay, so this space is really starting to overwhelm me for obvious reasons. This is exactly what it looks like when you don't have materials prepared and you just have to hurry up and bust things out. So we're gonna organize a little. We're gonna organize, well, we're gonna organize and simultaneously get things done because, yikes. So I'm actually gonna plug in my AirPods and I'm gonna keep myself mentally busy while you guys just see what I do, and then I'll probably end up doing like a little voiceover. Of course, you have somehow found your way in here. I'm starting to print the dust covers. I designed them while I was at Starbucks. I'm printing them on my cardstock. I just get the cardstock from Amazon, and it'll be interesting to see what it looks like to print texture versus like printing just on textured paper. So this is what they look like in comparison to the white. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll show you up close in a little bit. And then this 3-inch circle cutter from Bear Boss is kind of a pain in the ass now. It was perfect at first, but I think something happened with the spring. So I reached out to them. They are sending me a new one, but it basically just jams every time I cut it, and you can hear me putting in all the effort. Then I'm using my 2-inch reach hole puncher. It's 1/8 of an inch, and it's perfect for getting right in the middle of the dust cover for the wick hole. So this is what they look like, but it's kind of hard to see, but this is what it looks like, which, yeah, I'm thinking it's much cuter than the white. Now I'm preparing to put all my candles in boxes, so I'm printing the labels that I put on my boxes, and I'm also putting my blank labels where they belong so that I can stop making a mess out of my office, and I'm putting the rest of them down below in a drawer where I carry all of my blank labels. Okay, while that's printing, I'm gonna start prepping boxes for putting all of these candles in, but first I need to clean off my desk because, oh my god, this is what we're dealing with. Cleaning off my desk is maybe the more satisfying chores because I know that everything has a place. It just has all suddenly landed on my desk. Some of it is just going on the pegboard behind me. Some of it is going in my candle utility cart. I have a bunch of fragrance oils right there that I want to keep out because I'm keeping it out to remind myself to do something specific with them. All of my like microphones and electronics and things go down in a basket, and there's just so much trash up here. A lot of it is from making candle care cards, room spray cards, making my dust covers, like all of that stuff. Or it's just like I take a bunch of notes on stuff and then I always just leave it on my desk, hoping that I'll remember to go back and see it, and sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. I cleaned out these plastic bottles so that I can reuse them for mixing fragrances, so I'm putting those back. I have a pen that just is completely dead, so I keep it. Like, this is my life. I have this candle that has the wrong label on it, only because I was just trying to see what the label would look like on it, so I'm gonna put that away for later to really take the label off. And then I'm gonna spray down this desk and get ready to start boxing my candles. I'm starting with the Brown Girl collection, and I'm starting with Brown Sugar Kisses. So I'm just kind of pinching the wick to make it nice and sturdy so that I can put my dust covers on. People have asked me if these dust covers will become a problem in the future because there's no little tab to pull it off. And I just think it's okay. Like, people will figure out a way to get their dust cover off. Even if it means sticking like a little toothpick in there if it gets stuck. Like, I'm working with what I have, and this is the most affordable option for me. It's also a reminder for you to not get caught up in perfection, because like nothing will ever be perfect. And if we keep asking ourselves questions that try to reach perfection, then we'll just get so stuck in these ways. Not to say that obviously there are things that we can do to improve our business, but there are some things where it's like, maybe that's not the priority right now. I'm missing a dust cover, so while I'm printing that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some honeycomb paper. In the future, I definitely just wanna wrap it in regular craft paper, but honeycomb paper is easier for me to keep track of and to cut, so I'm just using what I have for now, but moving forward, I'll definitely just be using regular schmegular craft paper. So I'm measuring out about how much honeycomb paper I'll need. I can't cut it completely in half because it won't be enough for each candle. So I just cut off a little bit on the bottom. Now I'm just building the amount of boxes that I need. I usually just go like half, and then I wrap those candles and I box half of those candles, and then I go back and do the other half. That's just the amount of space that I have on my desk. And you'll see that I keep kind of coming back and cutting off a little bit more of the honeycomb paper. I've never wrapped the whole candle in the honeycomb paper. In the past, I've always just kind of bunched up the bottom instead of just wrapping it nicely. So changing my ways, and I'm wrapping the whole candle. So eventually, as I move forward in cutting these, cutting this paper, I will end up having just enough to be able to wrap my room sprays when I pack those. So what I cut off isn't being wasted. I'm surrounding the candle with crinkle paper, and you guys, honest to God, I hate this part. Like, it is just so mind-numbing to me. But the final product looks so cute, and it's cuter than the bags, even though the bags were much more convenient because you didn't have to like make sure that the candle didn't move inside the bag, which is exactly what I'm doing here with the box. I'm making sure that the candle doesn't move inside the box. And I'm putting my label on. At the top of my label, it has like who we are as a company. On the left, it's got the scent description, and then on the right, it's just got a tiny little narrative about like what the candle reminds you of, or what kind of like vibe it's supposed to give. hate how much these oxidize. This took me longer than I wanted to. Let's move on. Okay, this is actually taking me so long. It's been like 2 hours and I've done, well, okay. I've done all of the Brown Girl collection, Black Moss and Cedar, and now I'm working on Dark and Handsome. My goal is to finish all of it today. I did also just post on, I'm not gonna be able to clean the whole office today. Maybe, we'll see. I'll definitely be able to do it in this whole video, just I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. But I did also just post on Instagram because I want people to know that when they get their packages, they'll now be receiving them in boxes. So we're back with the boxes. But because I still have so many cotton bags, I'm just gonna give them away for free with every purchase and just let them go that way. We still have small ones from like a year ago. We were doing glass candles. So once the big ones run out, we'll start like giving away the small ones for free. But yeah, so we're still working on Dark and Handsome. Let's just keep going. I'm also putting the room spray disclaimers on the actual bottles. So I have them for Black Moss and Cedar, Brown Sugar Kisses. I'm gonna dump Melanin and Don't Touch My Hair because they're really brown. I think the rest are fine. This is fine. Yeah, they look like really yellow when they're stacked up against each other, but so I've already printed and cut the dust covers. Okay, I'm actually running out of boxes, so I'm gonna do, I don't know, we'll see. I want to leave some boxes left over in the event that, because I won't be able to do all my classics, so that if someone orders a classic, I can box it in one of them. You know what I mean. After I finish boxing those, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my room spray disclaimer cards, which basically just tell customers that your room spray is likely to oxidize. It doesn't have anything to do with the function. It's not gonna stain anything. It's just a natural process. I think some of the ones though that do oxidize, that I know for sure do, I'm just gonna make those like to order so that they don't sit on the shelves and oxidize before the customer even gets it. All right, so I finished the cologne collection. It doesn't look like a lot. It takes so long to box every single candle. I think people really like the descriptions. Like whenever we have wholesale orders, they request that we have the boxes, not the bags. So I think that I think overall it's just better. But anyway, I'm running out of materials that I've already ordered. I'm running out of boxes. I ordered that. I'm running out of cardstock. I ordered that. So I think the last thing I'm gonna do for today, because it's like 4 o'clock, it's past 4? Oh, it's 3:59. I'm gonna figure out how to like reward people and encourage them to leave reviews. I only have 1 review on my website. So I'm just gonna look into that, see what I can find, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. The only other thing that I wanted to mention is I have samples of every single candle that I'm leaving out, and I'm gonna put in a box because I'm going to, I don't like the way it looks up there, like the flow is off, but then also I am going to go to a local store pretty soon. We don't have a date set, but once I figure out the very last scent for winter, I'm gonna put all of the samples in a box, and then I'm gonna go take them to the store and she can sniff away. We also got an email today asking to be part of Dig It Gardens Customer Love event, which we do that this is our 2nd year, but it's like our 4th Customer Love event, I think. Yeah, anyway, and my response was, hell yeah, we're in. So that will be cool. It'll happen in October, like literally cool outside. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome back to day 2. Let's get one thing out of the way. I am not hiding my undercut today, and you are not allowed to make fun of it, okay? This morning I was making a green juice and it exploded all over the kitchen. So you see a rag and a glove behind me. I had to take off all of the labels of the candles that were in the kitchen. Luckily they were covered by cardboard. Like I always put cardboard on it to like keep out debris and any like dust that floats around. But I was pissed. So I had to take off all my labels, and they are just the matte white labels. They are not removable. So I had to scrub all of them off with both a wet rag and some alcohol. So all of those are fixed, thank God. All right, we're just gonna continue with what we did yesterday. Something I really wanna get rid of. I have all of these buckets down here that are annoying when I sit at my desk. And I have shirts in there that we sold. Oh, by the way, what I was trying to say is I would love to just like start making candles in the office instead of out in the kitchen, because I hate having to make, I thought the camera was up there, it's over here. I hate having to make candles in the kitchen. I feel like stuff is always out there. I feel like I can never wind down because I'm always looking at it. Whenever I'm cleaning it up, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna use it tomorrow, so I might as well just leave it out. So I just wanna make this space a little bit more functional, but there's like no room for that. So let's see what we can do. So we have a ton of shirts. We have a ton of bitches on my wick shirts. I think I'm gonna have to sell these for very, very cheap because they're not even on the website right now. I'm gonna drag these out in the haul to remind myself to put them on the website later today. Here's what's hard with merch. You wanna be able to have a good profit on it. So you wanna choose a clothing brand that's like affordable. So we did Gildan. And honestly, if we ever do merch again, I'm not doing Gildan again. I understand it's not like the best quality. It's not the worst quality either, but for the kind of price range that you have to sell clothing in order to make a decent profit, I can't justify charging $30 for a shirt that costs like $2. And it's not the cost of the shirt itself that's expensive, it's the work of somebody else to design the shirt. When you put it all together, how much it costs for the item, how much it costs for someone else to do the printing, it ends up just being, I always try to be in like the 70% profit margin, and that's just not very possible with merch. So if you run a clothing company and you've done merch before and you have found it super successful, let me know. Well, we've had a couple people buy these shirts, but not a lot. I'm gonna have to put these back on the website for super cheap because at this point I would just rather get rid of them. All right, I'm just gonna let you watch me, and when I have something to say, I'll stop. Remember the rule though, you can't make fun of my undercut, okay? Look at how easy it is for my desk to become messy again. This was just from this morning when I had to clean off all of those vessels. So I'm putting away most of the stuff that I was using. Some of it I'll end up using again in just a little bit, but I am putting my crinkle paper back where it belongs. A lot of the stuff just ends up like right in the middle of the floor. And then I'm gonna put these samples in a box, and I've got one more candle that I need to replace the label of. So right now I'm just taking all of the candles that you can see on the floor. These are candles that I put there yesterday, and I'm putting them in this box because this is like basically the samples. So whenever we go out and do events or bringing to local stores to smell, which is what I'm prepping to do, I don't have to like sit there and pull them off the shelves. I know exactly where they are. For fall and winter, I'm switching my labels to these ones because they just look so much nicer like on the shelf than these ones. I'm not doing a great job of showing you. And I'm considering changing them to these labels moving forward, but I would do like something cooler, like a nice little textured label or whatever. So yeah, fall and winter will have different labels. Just a way, I already have those labels, and it's a way to do something new without having to buy something new. So what did I show you? Apple Orchard. For winter, we're definitely doing flannel and fleece again. We are also doing the cabin again because the cabin sold really well. This one is the one I just said I needed to melt down again. I don't know what to do for a third scent. I want it to be new. I want it to be unlike something that we've done before. I'm thinking maybe something sweeter, just because I don't tend to have a lot of sweet scents. We are launching, oh, I need to post on Instagram. I need to remind everyone. We're launching fall scents tomorrow. What is happening on my head? There was a spider on my face the other day, and ever since then I've been terrified that there was a spider living in my hair, even though I know that it's not, but you know, if it wanted to hide, it could. It like fell off of a ladder, and it like was swinging from its web, and it just like smacked me in the cheek. Okay, so there is so much stuff in here that I do not use. I know I was talking about the black shelf, but immediately I changed my mind about wanting to even think about the black shelf, because we'll get to it when we get to it, and that's how I live my life lately. This is gonna be such a long fucking video, but you guys don't care, right? Word on the street is you like the longer videos, so here we are. I have this like felt liner that I was gonna use for like house decor things that I was gonna make out of cement, which is really cool. But since I'm literally not going to do any more cement house decor, we're gonna throw it on the floor because we're gonna put it in a donation bin. I also have all of these amber frosted mini bottles. I am gonna donate those. Okay, what is this mystery box? We have gold spray lids that go with these glass bottles. I'm not gonna donate these. I'm gonna put these in the garage because I do use these every now and then when I wanna like make a gift for somebody. Dry ice, I was using dry ice one year for summer. Not this summer. I have these like, I don't know you guys, I'm just gonna donate all of this stuff. What's this? These are tiny little warning labels. I'll go ahead and keep these. That would be perfect for these cute tiny little things. So I'm gonna leave these out with these for now. The stuff in this closet has not been acknowledged in the past like year. I have just one clamshell. I have a bunch of, I have these tiny little boxes. This is all just donation. I have wooden wick things, tea lights, and the tea light wicks I'm gonna keep. I have some space in the kitchen that I can keep that in, but I could probably just put it right back up here. We'll see what this looks like when it's all cleaned out. I don't use these bags anymore. This seems like one of those things I should probably keep, even though I know I'm never gonna use them. These are more hooks for my wax melt little spinny thing. These are like hooks to go onto that. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that yet, because like never say never about selling wax melts, but I definitely don't see myself doing it anytime soon. Wow, who knew? I've got an old little blue spruce back here. I love blue spruce. Okay, what is this? Oh my God, more wax. Do you guys know how many of these wax clamshells I have? Oh my God, I have so many. Well, these can go out in the kitchen where the rest of them are. That's the thing with me, is if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So what I kind of want to do is put my room spray stuff up here. I need to put stuff up here that I know I'm going to need to reach for. Otherwise, whatever goes in here basically goes to die. Room spray bottles can go back up here, since I know to reach for those whenever I make a gift. I'm officially stressed out. I'm gonna put my contact paper up high. Okay, these are the boards I use to take my photographs with. These are old boards that I took my photographs with, like my product photography, which I wonder if I could just salvage these. That I've like taped and stapled. I think I'm unable to salvage the foam board, but I did salvage the fabric. I've never used wooden wicks before, and I'd actually be interested in trying using those things that you saw me have earlier. So if you have any suggestions on like which brands you enjoy, and just like, I don't understand the wick guides when it comes to wooden wicks. So if you have any knowledge on that whatsoever, feel free to leave a comment below. It's so interesting doing this and thinking of, because I really just have shoved everything back in this closet, and thinking about all of the different eras of my candle business in the last like 3 years. Yeah. Okay, so those are trash, and the fabric is gonna be kept. We've got these super cute tiny boxes, which I am going to use coming up. So I'm gonna put these up in this shelf. This shelf I might move, but you can't see what I'm doing. These were a really good idea once upon a time to keep on shelves. little bags, which are perfect for markets. These ones have stickers on them. The ones we have now just are stamped. I have a bunch of like spray bottle nozzles that I'll also donate. I would not be surprised if there was a dead animal back here. JK. Just JK. More of those tiny little boxes. We have so many of these black gift boxes, and I mean so many. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with them for holiday season because I want to use them. So we might do like I don't know, or I could just save them for Mother's Day next year like I did this year. I don't know, but there's this one right here that I probably use for a prop. And then I need to vacuum. I feel like I want to move this into the closet because to me, closet space should be like elevated. I don't want to install shelves, so I'd rather just move the ones I already have. Don't do what I do. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Can I bring you closer? This is for a giveaway, so it's just sitting on the side here. These are small shipping boxes. These are product boxes. These are the little ones, little babies. These are the leftover ones I was talking about yesterday. I have more coming in the mail, but those usually just go on the side. Okay, cool. Okay, this is where we are. Having this be an open space feels a million times better. I do want a 4-foot folding table to go right here so that I can actually start making candles in my office instead of in the kitchen. I'd like to isolate my work into one area with the exception of the one cabinet I have in the kitchen that has like some candle stuff in it. This table, of course, was filled with papers, which always happens. And every single time I put a paper down, I'm like, don't put it there. It's got a place, but it's not right there. And I had to refill my boxes, so my medium and my large. This area is still a force to be reckoned with, but we're not gonna talk about it quite yet. And I have a ton of these in the garage, which is why they're easily accessible for me. I can just go out and grab some more, but I do wanna order some more today because I always wanna have a lot of stock of these because they're perfect, guys. Like, you don't pay for the box and the shipping is cheaper if you're sending heavy product. And in here, I just have my computer charger and my camera charger behind it. Okay, I ended up squeezing my foam boards in here and I rolled up my fabric and it's up at the top of the closet. Something that I kind of always struggle with is finding space for the winter stuff. I was not filming when I organized this. I totally thought I was. But basically, we have glass jars here. We have some room sprays that actually just need to be tossed. That's one thing about owning a product-based business is like when you switch bottles or vases or labels or whatever, there can be a lot of waste. And so I try to get to a point where I have like very little of that product left before I switch. These are wick trimmers that I am going to be selling during the winter time. Honestly, I would like to just make candles out of these and stack them here. There's no point in me having them here. What I would really want to do is order a bunch of these different vessels and just keep them in the garage for when I get wholesale orders. I don't have enough space to keep like back stock in here because ideally this would be the seasonal stuff. But I think I'm just gonna have to share with the Brown Girl collection. This is gonna be kind of hard. Okay, I changed my mind. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff down. We are not doing that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all of the caps on. Yes, we are. We're not gonna fucking do that. Once these are in boxes, I'll be able to stack them. Can't put them in boxes though until I have all of the dust covers on them, and my paper for that comes either today or tomorrow. I think maybe tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll try to have fall ceramic on one shelf, winter ceramic on another shelf, and then over here, I'll probably do like the discovery sets. These are all stained by oil. So that's pretty much what this looks like now, which is way better than it was. Okay, we're pretty much all clean. Let me show you. Okay, so we have the cameras hanging on the door, well, camera and camera case. We have the utility cart. These are all the samples for all of these tripods. You saw what was in here. We fixed this black shelf. We still need to wait for those boxes, but, oh, what's this? Oh, that goes to that up there. I'm gonna put it up here for now. These shelves are very empty, but they will be very full very soon. Crinkle paper just sits here. I like to have 2 boxes on hand. You guys know how much crinkle paper I use. This is the actual trash can. This one is for packing peanuts. This part is still a little more messy than I'd like it to be, but right now I'm gonna sit here and cut up all of these strings so I don't have to cut them anymore. These are for the room sprays because I tie the little disclaimer about the room sprays can oxidize. Back here is just like my, you know, dust cover stuff. We've got like packing tape. This is all like electrical cords and stuff. More wick stickers, scotch tape. We have Dymo labels under there, paper. On the wall though, I have blank labels in here that I'm currently using and then extra printed labels. I've got to box that candle, that's why it's out. Tomorrow I'll make some more candle care cards. Oh, and then I have my bags right here because these are gonna be the ones that I give away for now. And then I have smaller ones and I'll give those away once these ones are gone, but I'll just give 1 per order. So now I'm just gonna do some general things that keep the office running, like I talked about the strings. I'm gonna post the shirts on my website right now. I just need to go through and see how many of what sizes. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. It was probably so long, but in one of my last vlogs, I asked you if you guys liked long vlogs, and the answer was basically like, hell yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you even if you don't love me back. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Put the cheese emoji if you watched until this moment. Put the cheese emoji down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.